Hello and welcome to my podcast. It is a horrible day here. The wind is somewhere between 55 and 60 miles an hour. The rain is lashing down with it. Whew! It's definitely a day to be inside. I am taking a short break from just snuggling under blankets and just crocheting and knitting, and I'm going to record this and then go straight back to that. I may get it uploaded and onto YouTube this afternoon, but I might just hang on and enjoy just being cozy and inside and watching the storm outside, and I'll do it tomorrow. I'll see how I feel. I have got a lot to share. I finished something, and it's something I became obsessed with. I finished my Woodland Trail socks. Look at these. Really happy with them. Do you know what? I didn't crochet for at least 2 days. There's maybe even 3 days that I did not crochet. I just worked and worked on these. These are knitted. It's a pattern by Dana Ray Makes called Woodland Trail Socks, and I really enjoyed them. I think I was almost finished sock 1 the last time I recorded, and sock 2 was kind of at the halfway point, so I'd almost finished 1 and the second one was here. They are cuff down, so I just stormed ahead and just got my head down, worked on these, didn't do any crocheting, didn't look at any other projects, and just could not wait to get these finished. It's not often that happens for me with a project. I just become obsessed with that and nothing else. Well, maybe the Battenberg. Quite often the Battenberg gets my attention that way. I'll share that in a bit. So these are, for me, I have got them on blockers, but I've just kind of popped them on blockers, so I haven't actually washed and blocked them. Ends are sewn in though, and these are for me, and to be honest, I'm probably not going to block them. I'm probably just going to wear them straight away. They seem fine. And the yarn is by Otter and Papoose. Pamela dyes the yarn there, and I just fell in love with this colour. She has a competition running which has been going on for September and October. All you have to do is crochet or knit or weave, I believe, using her yarn, and there's a couple of tags to use on social media, and that enters you into the competition. So I've entered with these and absolutely love them. I love the pattern. I was really lucky to be gifted the pattern from Dana Ray Makes, and so it's been a very, very good project. Love them. Really happy. And these are for me. Yay. I used most of the ball of yarn. It was 100 grams, and obviously I've gone with the same colour. I've got probably just about a 20 gram mini left. I am size 10 in the UK, so a UK 10, and I went for the biggest circumference as well. So I did 72 stitches around, and I used 2.25mm needles, which were my Leica 2.25s, 15 centimetres long. I was keeping them in this bag. I've got a new pair of socks already in this bag, but these were my needles. I'm using them for the first time, and I really like them. I can report back that the stitches just slid off them, but not in a, fell off the needles way. Glided through them, I suppose is probably a better word. I like the point on them. They feel lovely in your hands. Definitely recommend these. I'm a double pointed person rather than a circulars for socks and most things, so can't recommend them enough. So I'll put this to one side. Project 1, that's my only finished object. I've kind of got a finished thing here because I have finished the first side of my Kylo sweater. Here we are on me. So this is the front. Stand. There we are. That's how it's going to look. There's the hem on it. So again, when I started this, I worked the middle chunk, and this was my obsession at the time, and I just worked almost exclusively on this for a few days, and then I slowed down a bit when I got to the top. But I still really like it, no complaints, and I'm ready I just finished this morning actually. It would have been this shoulder. I finished this one this morning. And then the back is worked almost the same, but without the faux cables. So the back will just be this bit here. Now, for those of you who weren't watching my last podcast, this is a pattern by Smitha Crasta, and it's in Murat 5. It was definitely my favourite design in here. There's some cracking photos. Oh, here we go. Some cracking photos of it. Ta-da! I really, really liked it. As soon as I saw that one pop up, when they started doing little teaser posts, that was the one for me. And I'm not using, I think it's Fibre & Co yarn. I'm not using that simply because I was pinching wool from my mum's stash for this one. But I would like to make it actually in the recommended yarn. Here we go, Fibre Co Cumbria worsted, which is 60% mohair, 30% masham, and 60% merino, 30% masham, 10% mohair. I was going, why has it got 60% mohair and then 10% mohair? That doesn't make sense. So that sounds like a beautiful blend, and here's another picture. I would really like to make it in that. I am just using Jenny Watson yarn for this. Jenny Watson's pure merino, double knitting. It's nice and soft, and it's not quite the same meterage as the suggested yarn, but I've swatched and I've worked out that this is a good width for me. I laid it against my favourite jumper, and it seems to be going well there. Only other modification I have made is, so I'm working a size 4. I have added 2 pattern repeats, so I have 2 extra chain lengths in mine. I just wanted it that little bit longer, so that's what I've done. But isn't this lovely? Cannot wait to start wearing that. I'm still wearing my sea glass sweater, got it on again today. Still haven't done anything about the waistband, but I will. That is my plan, I will. I'm just going to work it like the cuffs, and I was up at my mum and dad's yesterday. They've been away in Italy actually, and I was up there yesterday speaking with my mum, and I've got the cable needles I need to sort it. So I'm going to do exactly what I did on the cuff, and that was this is all done in a 5.5mm, and then I did a few rounds in a 4.5mm, and then I did the cuff in a 3.5mm, whereas on the waistband I just jumped from the 5.5 to 3.5, and it just made it ping, and it doesn't sit right. So I've tried wearing it, doesn't work. I've still been wearing it around the house, but I would really like to wear it outside, so I am going to go back and fix that. Probably soon, because it would be nice to wear it, especially before it starts to pill. While it's still looking nice and new, I will do the inevitable frogging. I've left the ends, so it shouldn't be too hard. And it always works up faster the second time after you've frogged something, doesn't it? So I imagine it'll be good to wear and better to wear in no time. Now, anything else to tell you on my Kylo? I don't think so. So working size 4 in the merino. I could show you my yarn journal, which I've not shown in ages. I got a wee bit behind in it actually. Over the summer there were those 2 secret projects that I couldn't share, and I guess because I couldn't put them in here, it meant that I stopped putting things in here, and they were the only projects I was working on at the time, and so I guess I got out the habit. But here is my page for the Kylo sweater. Got this cute little sticker that I got from stormy, stormy on Instagram and Etsy. Really like that one. And these are just stickers I picked up in a craft shop. But on the most part, I've been enjoying doing some lettering. So here's my Perth beanie page. So just been enjoying doing some hand lettering. I did a page for the Scottish Yarn Festival itself, and I stuck my wristband in. What else can I show you? Oh, here is my Woodland Trail Socks page. I really enjoyed doing that lettering. And going back again, contrast glass socks. Here's those. The next project, going back the way, the next project I have not shared at all. I will do. It's in hibernation. It's something I started. It's the twine bag by Mary in Holland. I started it in the summer as part of the Scottish Yarn Journal, Journal of Scottish Yarns, sorry, make along that they were doing, and then I just ran out of time. I could not keep up with it. And then there's a few pages I need to flip because I can't show you those. And then let's see, is there anything new? I don't think so. Going back the way, I think. Oh, there is my next project, which, does that lead into it? Yeah, okay. Let's lead into it that way. Here we go. Here's my next project page. It's the Hello Autumn Socks, and this is a pattern by From Devon with Love. And I was super lucky to win this as a kit on Instagram. It was just one of those ones where you had to tag a couple of friends, follow the account, and I think somebody must have initially tagged me because it's not an account I was following, although as soon as I found them I was all, why am I following this account? I should be following this account. So the pattern is Hello Autumn Socks, and the giveaway prize was £25 off the From Devon with Love Etsy shop. So I chose this kit for myself, which arrived very quickly, and it came, obviously I've opened it. I put a wee reel up on Instagram actually of me opening it. It came with the yarn you need for that sock pattern that's on the front of the wee booklet, and there were some little stitch markers, including this little wooden one here, which has been laser cut with their logo. And the yarn is all from West Yorkshire Spinners, and it's all been wound, and it's these gorgeous autumny colours. You'll see this one is slightly smaller because I have cast on. I think it's maybe the day after I got the kit I cast them on, even though I had not finished my Woodland Trail socks. I cast them on straight away. There was a little tea bag. It even came with the little needle for sewing in your ends, a few basic stitch markers, just a little pinky, pink and red, and just the basic little plasticky ones. And there was this gorgeous little envelope. Look at that. That was in there, and I'm trying to think what was in here if I've just shut it up with nothing. Yes, that's what the tea bag and the stitch markers and things were in. So I have started these. They're in my sock project bag. That's where they are. I have this gorgeous bag. Didn't used to have a sock project bag, but I do now, from So Yarnalicious. And the Woodland Trail socks were kicked out, and these were popped in, and I have done the cuff. Just a simple 2x2 ribbing. I need to finish off the little tail at the start, and I've cut the yarn because I'm ready to start the colour work, which looks, isn't it gorgeous, with those autumny leaves. And the West Yorkshire Spinners yarn, obviously it's colour changing self-striping yarn, and that just gives you those bands of colour going down the sock. I'm really enjoying working with this yarn again. I haven't used West Yorkshire Spinners yarn for quite a while, and I'm enjoying how soft it is, and it's got that little bit of fiberiness about it. This lovely cinnamon colour, it's just so autumny. So that was a lovely prize. I did have to pay a slight difference, so in case you're thinking this kit was 25, I think it was either 32 or 32.99. So I paid the difference, which I was more than happy to do. I could have chosen patterns. There were patterns on the Etsy shop. There were other kits, all with a bit of colour work in them. So if you like knitting colour work socks, check out From Devon with Love for kits and patterns. All links I'll try and stick down in the description below. If I don't, please just leave me a comment and I'll add in any that I've overlooked to make sure that they are there for everyone else. Now, the Battenberg, like I say, has had some work. Here it is. Still in love with this, although I didn't touch it for maybe 3 weeks, which is... I quite like that. I quite like a big project like this, that you can just get obsessed and stuck in with it for a while and then kind of go, hang on a minute, let's move on and do something else. So it sat for a little while. I did the odd square here and there, but over the last few days I picked it up and I've added 1 row to the shorter edge. So all these ones along the top have been added in, and these are mostly the yarns that I picked up at the Scottish Yarn Festival, or I learnt about at the Scottish Yarn Festival, because this one is Amo yarn, and I just met them for the first time at the festival. I purchased that one later. This one is from a little mini skein gifted to me by Fiona, who kindly gave me them at the festival. This one is a needle and thread one, and that's another Amo yarn one. I have some Mothy and the Squid somewhere. Here we go. This one is Mothy and the Squid, and I love that one. And I think this dark green one here too. I think that's another Mothy and the Squid. So yeah, this will be getting a lot of love. Possibly before I start the back of the Kylo sweater from Murit. I think I'll maybe stick another strip along that edge, and that'll give this. So currently it's a really unwieldy shape for showing on a podcast, but it is an L shape. You can kind of see the L-ness of it, if you like, there. So it's at least a third of the way through, heading towards halfway through, I would say. So I'm happy with it. I'm still really enjoying it. I'll show you my box of squares, slightly depleted I think. I added a good 14-15 this week, so slightly less probably than when I showed you last time. Yeah, there's that slight danger of them toppling out. I need to get some more squares made. Right, I am going to grab a quick sip of tea and then I'm going to show you some incoming, because I have had some luck in the charity shops lately and I want to share that with you. I've got some chamomile and citrus tea today, so I'll have a wee sip. So firstly, charity shops. I got this. Look at this beast of a skein. My friend Pauline messaged me to say that one of the charity shops had a lot of wool come in, and this was amongst it. Oh, it looks like I haven't even opened it out actually until now. It's actually 2 skeins, aha! 2 big skeins that have been wound together like that. No idea what it is. It feels sheepy. I would say it's double knitting thickness. It's possibly got some Shetland in it. I really don't know beyond that. It's a gorgeous magenta colour, but who knows where it has come from. I haven't even weighed it actually. That'll be my next step, to weigh it, find out how much I have. Possibly 500 grams in each skein, I would think. So I've maybe got a kilo of yarn there, so I need to have a think and decide what I'm going to do. I got it for £2. £2. Absolute bargain. Also for £2 in a different shop, I got this little ball. Now this is Rowan Fine Tweed. It's just a 25 gram ball, and again, different shop, but £2, but well worth it. I've used this yarn before for a few things. Let's see if I can just find its composition for you. It's tucked inside. Oh, here we go. Wrong end. Try again. It is... Why can't I even find it? Oh, there we go. Oh, it was on the bit that was shown. It's 100% wool. That was complicated. So about 90 metres per this 25 gram ball. And is that... I'm trying to think if that is 4-ply or DK. I'm not sure. I would have to work that out. My mind is not on the maths at the minute. But I'll probably just use it for a little amigurumi project, and that'll work nicely for a little animal or something. Do you know what? I use this yarn for Dirk the Dragon by Lally Laland. A few years ago I made a wee Dirk, and I used the greenish colour, almost like this, but sort of more limey, and I made it for my niece's Christmas, posted it off to them in London, and the post van got burgled and they never got the parcel. So I'm glad I got some good photos before it went, but never seen again. I just hope that it was found in a ditch and loved or something. But yeah, bit of a sad end to Dirk the Dragon. He was fun to make. I might make another one, because I bought the pattern and it's still in my Ravelry library. So I might make another one, because he was fun. I do fancy making their Hansel and Gretel pattern, the one that's recently come out. It's got a Hansel and Gretel house, and then you lift that bit off, and then there's a witch, and then inside the witch is, it's either Hansel or Gretel, I can't remember, and then there's something inside them. I can't even think what would be inside them. Off the top of my head, can't think. But it looks really cute. I made the first Matryoshka doll pattern that they brought out with Little Red Riding Hood, and she was fun to make. And yeah, I might think about that one. Other incoming then, some more charity shop stuff. I got some knitting needles. I got 2 6.5s and 2 6s. They are bamboo needles. They feel nice. I currently, for this size for me, I've got kind of old school aluminium ones, so I'm happy to take those ones out, probably stick them back in a charity shop, and put these nice wooden ones in their place. Chuffed with them. Sorry, I had to go and dash off. I could not remember the final words in this account's name. It is tea, cake and make. I had the tea and the cake bit, and I could not think. I could picture their logo. It's grey, and it's got lovely white lettering, and oh, I could not think what the final word was. Anyway, cake, tea, cake and make. And I just saw that they were selling some stickers, and I went for a little pack of crochet ones. Now this one says Team Knife Grip. I'm not actually Team Knife Grip. I might stick that in a little parcel to somebody at some point. I turn stitches into things. What's your superpower? I'm not going to read them all out to you, but we've got some balls of yarn, some like this, a big crochet and a heart. Another sort of tattoo-like one. I like that one. Yeah, so I'm chuffed for those. They're nice vinyl stickers. They will go, some of them will go on, I normally stick a couple on my laptop, and of course in my, oh here it is, it's right in front of me. Oh, clang clang. I'll put a few in here as well. So I'm chuffed with those. The other person I buy stickers from, and I didn't show this one when I was going through here, is Qwerty Cat Shop. She is good for stickers like this yarn chicken one. Really like that one. So that is another sticker account if you are into stickers and journaling and that kind of thing. Now I think that is the end of my yarny content for today. I have not worked at all on my Not So Granny wrap, so I've not included that one, but you know, it's not going anywhere. I will still pick that one up and get back to that. I can see it there, I have a blanket I haven't touched for well over a year. Need to get back to that one. Over there I have a bag of yarn with colours all picked out to make myself a Boogie Fleur Shetland beanie. So whew, I just need more time to crochet, right? Don't we all? And knit. Right, while I was looking around the room there, I remembered there was something else I was going to share. Now, I have started a new design, and I'm using a Shuffle Zebra Ball, Crazy. Love this one. It's in nice greens and reds, and I started to crochet a new sock design. And if you watched my live interview with Claudia, Sunbird Crochet, you'll see that when I went to show it to Claudia, I stuck it on my hand because I didn't have a blocker with me, and I just stuck it on my hand to show her kind of how it was looking, and went, "Ooh, mitts. Oh, socks, mitts. What will I do?" So I have created a Google form, and if you want to go check that out, stick your vote. Should they be mitts? On the Google form there is a photo of it on my foot as well. Or should I do socks? It is crocheted in moss stitch or linen stitch, whatever you want to call it. And I think that really shows off the colours and the way they change. But it could be a sock or it could be mitts. If it is a sock, there is not much give across the way, but there's plenty give in the length, whereas that wouldn't be such an issue for mitts, which is one thing. If it is for mitts, it's nice and it's a nice close piece of fabric, you know, there are no gappy holes in it, and you'd be able to gaze at the pretty colours. If it's on foot, certainly before I released the pattern I would have to wear them and find out how the moss stitch linen stitch is underfoot. See how that is, give them a test. I haven't ever used that stitch on the sole of a foot. When I started designing, actually I was just doing the moss or the linen stitch bit on the upper, and I was just doing regular double crochets underneath, but it became, if it was difficult for me to see where to start and stop without putting in a stitch marker every time, I thought it's going to be really annoying for anyone following the pattern. So I decided just to put that stitch pattern all the way around and see how it went. So Google form, I'll stick that in the description. If you want to go cast your vote. I did put it in my Instagram stories. I thought, right, I'll stick it in Instagram stories, that'll give me an answer. 50-50 on the vote. Couldn't believe it. So that didn't help me at all. Few folk were saying both. I don't tend to do that with patterns. I think if I stick something out, it's out. I don't tend to use the same sort of design and do hat or gloves and scarf and things all that match. Probably because I'm more of a mishmash typey person when I wear patterns myself. So no, I don't tend to do sets. So it'll be one or the other. Go and cast your vote and let me know what you think. So that definitely is it. I was looking around the room there as I was finishing up and I suddenly spotted this one. So thank you for watching. Before you go, just go look in the description. Quick link to that Google form. There's only a couple of questions there, and that would be really good feedback for me because I really can't decide whether to go with socks or mitts. So you decide for me and we'll take it from there. Thank you for watching. Bye.